Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Relentless Talk Radio. It's Tuesday, January 7th, and it is the 54th episode of Relentless Talk Radio. I can't even believe that. Can't believe I'm 54 episodes in. Of course, I'm 3 minutes behind. Every Tuesday, it seems like the day goes so quickly. Can you relate to that? So today's topic is all about coming back. And so today, I come back strong as today's topic. So I'm going to go ahead and I love Be Live. It lets me do these really cool things like let the topic scroll underneath here so I don't forget it myself. So today I was trolling Pinterest as I do sometimes for some good sayings. And there was a saying on there called, and I'm going to go ahead and drag it off of my computer and share it with you because it was really cool. I'm going to go ahead and just grab it this way. It was really cool because it really spoke to how I'm feeling right now. So I'm going to add some media and hang on, be patient with me. Desktop. All right. So I'm going to share this image with you. So I was trolling Pinterest and found this saying and I thought, oh my God, that is so flippin' perfect for me. So 2017 was a really tough year. Have you ever had one of those? I went through an absolutely horrible divorce. I won't go into details about that because I won't give that divorce any more energy than it deserves, which is 0. Can you relate? But it changed me. It really did change how I look at the world and how I look at myself and my goals. And in 2018, I spent a lot of time scrambling from the effects of that divorce. I had a business at the time that I had to close down. When I opened the business, I was planning on there being 2 incomes, not 1 income. And so there just wasn't enough money for me to be able to continue to keep the doors open on my own. But I tried like hell, man. I took 6 or 7 months and I just put my chin down and I just leaned into it. And I just went at it. But I'll tell you something, there was something about 2018 that really broke me. It really broke me when not necessarily closing down that business, quite frankly, but more the amount of energy it took to respond to the circumstances of 2017 was just a mess, So it really broke me. And there's the parts of me that I don't think will ever come back from that year. And probably parts of me that needed to go, So 2019 was all about recalibrating and kind of getting myself out of that chapter and getting myself into this chapter. So I sold my house and I closed the business and I recalibrated my brand and I started Relentless Talk Radio, moved to Central Phoenix for a period of time and then moved up here to North Phoenix. And so 2019 was all about recalibrating. But I'll tell you something that happened. The blessing of the recalibration for me was I got to see some people and some organizations for what they really were. And that was definitely an important thing for me to see. It was important for me to recalibrate and kind of eliminate some things from my life that I had been doing. It was a super good idea. So that definitely kind of opened my eyes, not only to where I was putting my energy, but also made me think about where I want to put my energy. So I had to kind of reinvestigate some things that I've done in the past. Health and fitness has definitely come back on my radar this year. I had to step back into my own skin. And the irony is that in the process of stepping back into my own skin, I think it was in 2008, the end of 2018, I think it was, in October, I did my This Is What 50 Looks Like photo shoot. 2019, I was 51 through all that year. And the process of doing that shoot and stepping confidently back into my own skin woke up parts of me that had been asleep for a long time. So, let's be honest, parts of my sexuality, parts of my persona that I had kind of tucked away in a neat little spot because I didn't think they needed to be out there with the rest of the world. And I kind of integrated more. So the biker part of me, you'll see me posting, I've always posted biker pictures of me, but you'll see me posting more of that now than I had before. And my wardrobe is returned to to what's normal for me publicly. I'm not all pretty pink and tucked in, and I got a little bit more out there in 2019 about that. I fell in love. I fell in love with someone who calibrated with that part of me, and that's really, really a good thing. I started to connect with different types of women and different types of people, and that was good for me as I was pruning. And I also was formulating in the back of my mind what was going to happen for Relentless Talk Radio and moving forward, and re-adding health and fitness back into my life in a way that's, really this year is a big chunk of where I'm going to be putting my energy. So Relentless Talk Radio is my platform. I have 4 pillars. I talk about health and fitness, art and fashion, entrepreneurism, and philanthropy. And the other thing that I think happened is I had to take a rest from art for a little bit. I did do some work in 2019, but not as much as I had done in 2018 and 2017. I had made about 198 paintings in less than 12 months between 17 and 18. And it took its toll. It was an awful lot of work. And I also was really grateful to be selling my work. But in 2019, I really needed to regenerate and reassociate with myself so that I could come back to my art with some new flavor. I chose to not do some art projects in 2019 because they didn't fit, they didn't resonate. So 2020 is here, and I am now I'm all ready. I got all my ducks in a row. I've recalibrated, I've pruned, I've reacclimated myself with myself, and I really feel like 2020 is going to be my best year yet. I know we say that every year, but for me this year, I really truly do feel that 2020 is going to be my best year. I have all the pieces in place with Relentless Talk Radio, Choose Healthy Change, and Micalizzi Enterprises and MichelleMicalizzi.com. You're going to see me again start painting in the end of January. You'll see at least 2 paintings coming out a month. One will be focused on my Micalizzi Gives project, which will be, again, highlighting nonprofits. I think one of the things I learned with my Art of Fearlessly Doing Business project in 2018 and 19 was that I needed to expect less from the nonprofits as far as participation. So Micalizzi Gives really is all about me giving and hopefully doing some good work for some great organizations. So I've chosen 10 organizations this year, and you're going to start to see that trickle through. If you go to MichelleMicalizzi.com, shortly you'll be able to sign up for my newsletter, and you'll be able to read the blogs that are coming out about those paintings. Those of you who have followed me in the past know that what I do is I tell a story and I illustrate it. And so my stories are created from having interviews with people, and then I blog about the interview, and the blog inspires a painting. So there'll be 10 of those pieces this year that'll be all donated, the proceeds donated towards 10 nonprofits that I really dig in the Valley. And then with Micalizzi Enterprises, I'll be continuing on in the background, doing some relationship marketing consulting for folks. But Micalizzi Enterprises is the over company for all of the things that I do. Basically what it really comes down to is that I lift up and encourage others to discover their best. And Micalizzi Enterprises is my over company for all of the stuff that I do. Relentless Talk Radio is what you're listening to now, where I focus on health and fitness, art and fashion, philanthropy, and entrepreneurism. This year, I'm super excited about a collaboration I have with Venvana. They're a bartering service that I'm really looking forward to interviewing 12 of their members throughout the year. I'm looking forward to a relationship with Fabric. On the 4th Friday of every month, I will be highlighting Fabric, a designer from Fabric, an emerging designer from Fabric, shouting out what they're doing for the fashion industry in Tempe. And then I'll also be collaborating with my nutrition partner. And on the second Tuesday of the month, you'll have a different leader from the organization that I've chosen to partner with, which is Isogenics, talking about the really amazing things that they're doing at Isogenics. So in between there, you'll be hearing lots of entrepreneurism stories. And on the first Tuesday of the month, I'll be interviewing an artist that has some type of show happening on First Friday. So I've got a good platform this year. The fifth Friday is going to be a wild card. So I've invited some folks that I'm really resonate with to come on board on Friday in the health and fitness space, and also the entrepreneurism and the art and fashion space. So I know what I'm doing with Relentless Talk Radio. I know what I'm doing with ChooseHealthyChange.com, and I'm doing what I'm doing with all of my companies collaboratively together with Micalizzi Enterprises. And I am very fully planning at least one opening happening in February 2021, which will take all the paintings that are inspired by all the activity that I'm doing, and there'll be a show in 2021. So 2020 is my comeback year. It's really financially, emotionally, physically, my comeback year. I'll be doing at least one competition this year for my bikini competition thing, which will be in May. I may potentially do another one in November, but we'll see how the show goes in May. So people say, Michelle, how do you do it all, and why do you do it all? And I ask my guests why they do what they do. And I'll tell you, I do what I do because I believe that life is balanced and that we're not just these cookie cutter people where we do one thing. I am a health and fitness zealot. I am a philanthropist. I am an entrepreneur, and I am an artist, and I am a fashionista. And those are the things that appeal to me and compel me to keep going. And why do I share that? It's because I think you're just like me. I think that if you're an insurance guy, you're a golf fanatic, and you have something going on the side. I think that this is a gig economy, and lots of people are doing different things on the side and growing different things on the side. I've just made a decision to pull it all together into one conversation. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This year, I'm coming back strong, and I'm recalibrating from many years of bad behavior on some people's parts, I'll say loosely. And I'm picking myself up after having had a very tough 2018, and learning from what has been opened. My eyes have been opened in 2019, and I'm coming back. So I'm going to sign out of here now, and I'll be back here in just a minute with one of my favorite people, Luke Kayam. He has a new organization called Fathers of the Future. I haven't had a chance to talk with him yet about that. And then the third episode is Jordan Adler, and Jordan Adler is listening right now, and he says, "Hi, Michelle Micalizzi. I'm super excited about Jordan Adler. He is a absolute amazing network marketer. His main organization is Send Out Cards, and he's going to talk with us about a helicopter accident that he had this year that I haven't heard the story about. He's going to share some things about residual income, and he's going to talk about how not to let your feelings control your day, okay, and to stay committed to your commitments. So I've gotten my notes here all situated, and I'm going to come right back with Luke. So I hope you're having a really great day, and I look forward to catching you in the next two segments. Thanks a lot, everybody.